Good morning. It's Thursday morning, and as every Thursday, we're going to take a look into the book of Proverbs. And this morning, in chapter 16 and verse 13, we come to a short proverb with two little parts, which applies to all of life. This little proverb with two little parts will help you to create a life plan, a plan for your life. It goes like this: commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Two little things, but I want to break them down into four words. First of all, the word, your work, the word work. And if I asked you what your work is, if you're retired, you would probably say, well, I don't work anymore. I'm retired. Well, that isn't what this verse is talking about. When it talks about your work, it's referring to the thing in your life that is most important. And that can change from year to year, from moment to moment, really. So the most important work in your life might be parenting, might be your marriage, might be your health, or caring for someone else, or your health or relationships, or maybe any or all of these all at the same time. But choose one of those as your work right now, because that's what the proverb is referring to. Solomon says, commit your work. So first of all, choose one of those if it applies to you. What is your work right now in your life? What is the most important thing that you want to do well at? And then Solomon says, commit that to the Lord. The Hebrew word that's translated commit literally means to roll. So that important work that's kind of resting on you, that's weighing you down sometimes, Solomon says, roll that onto the Lord. It reminds me of Peter's words in 1 Peter chapter 5, I think, where Peter says, cast all of your cares upon him because he cares for you. Roll it onto the Lord. Don't carry it around and figure that you're the only one who can accomplish this work. No. Take that work and roll it over onto the Lord. That means you pray to God for wisdom. Doesn't mean you don't end up doing the work, because obviously you do. But you roll it onto the Lord in such a way that you're seeking God's will and help and support and strength, all of those things you need to do the work. Roll it onto the Lord. Commit your work to the Lord. That's the first thing. Then your plans will be established. Your plans. Now, when I was a salesman, we learned that to accomplish your work, you needed to plan. You needed to have a plan. Well, this proverb is actually saying the opposite. First, you begin with your work. You begin with the big picture. What is it that's most important in your life, and roll it onto the Lord. Then, going forward, your day-to-day plans, step-by-step plans, will be established. So it's rolling your work onto the Lord. It's seeking His guidance, His will, His counsel in that important work in your life. That is the thing that will help you to create plans that are effective, because they're pleasing to the Lord, because they grow out of His will and His wisdom. Your plans will be established. That is, they will be on a solid, unshakable foundation, because they grow out of the wisdom of God. That's a good proverb. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. I don't know of anybody in the Bible who is better at doing this than David, King David. You remember God said that David was a man after God's own heart, a man after His own heart. Now, he didn't always seek the Lord, and when he didn't seek the Lord as a king, not only he suffered for it, but his nation suffered for it, and others suffered. The most obvious example is his sin with Bathsheba. We looked at that a couple of months ago. But in general, David was a man who committed his work to the Lord, and his plans were established. He was a man after God's own heart. So today, be a man, a woman after God's own heart. Decide what it is that's most important in your life right now. Roll it onto the Lord. Begin to seek His will if you haven't already. And your plans will take care of themselves. You'll still do the work, but you'll be following God's design and God's plan for the rest of your life, day by day. God bless you.